Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing a Xehanort theory with Kairi. Now, today we're going to be talking about the whole connection between Master Xehanort and Kairi. Now that we know that Master Xehanort was the one that gave her most of her potential in Kingdom Hearts when it comes to her knowing who she is and what she is and how she's needed in the series, is actually very interesting to me, because now this could be a way to make Kairi's character even more substantial in Kingdom Hearts. Now, listen to me here. I have a very good theory. What if Kairi could become not just a better Keyblade master or Keyblade wielder, she could also become a point of view from what Xehanort knows, but in a good way. Now, let me explain. Kairi can go in her memories and speak to Master Xehanort whenever she pleases. We all know that, definitely. So, if the, let's say, Guardians of Light needed information on things Xehanort studied on, Kairi could be used as a way to find that information, which is a very important job, due to the fact that Master Xehanort knew more things than any of the other scientists in Kingdom Hearts. Master Xehanort is technically the smartest man in Kingdom Hearts lore right now, which means this could be a big way to make Kairi's character not just more impactful physically, but mentally, and more impactful to the team. Because her having connections to Xehanort in her memory is actually a very big deal. And why I'm going to say this is a Xehanort and Kairi theory is because what if in the future Nomura will use Xehanort as an anchor to help Kairi learn more information on the Foretellers and the Master of Masters and everything else to help them, guide their ways to try to take them down? That would be cool, because it would make it so that Kairi has more of a purpose in the story. And while Sora and Riku are adventuring also out with Mickey and Aqua and the rest, Kairi could be in the back, going back into her memories to speak to Xehanort to get more information out of him. Maybe out of trust, maybe they could have a connection, I don't know. But the thing here is that what makes it more interesting is that Naminé is able to also enter in people's memories. What if Naminé and Kairi worked together to get more information out of Kairi's memories, to get more answers from Xehanort? That would help so much in this new era of Kingdom Hearts, due to the fact that all of the knowledge that Xehanort has ever had and has ever held was all kept into himself. Xigbar knew, Xemnas Ansem knew, and Master Xehanort and Young Xehanort. They were the main ones that knew. Saïx knew actually a pretty good amount as well because of how loyal he was, but they were kind of the only ones that really knew much of anything. But Master Xehanort had it all in his head. He was plotting it all out from the very beginning. So if we think about it here, guys, do you think that that could be a way to make not just Xehanort more impactful to the story as his saga is ending more and more? Because Nomura has hinted so much for Xehanort knowing things, but is he really going to end it on a cliffhanger like that? That he knew and he knows where Sora's heart is, but he didn't explain really much of anything? That kind of sucks, and it kind of makes things a lot more difficult for us to understand. Also, it would be impactful to see, because like Xehanort said, he wanted to use Kingdom Hearts to balance the world again, balance the world in light and darkness, to try to fix it all. So the thing here is that technically, it's pretty impactful to know that that's possible. That maybe Kairi and him could talk. Also, another thing here is that Kairi is a princess of heart, which is that she can't have darkness in her, which is weird because she created a nobody, but she can't create a heartless. Well, the thing here is that what if technically Kairi did create a heartless and a nobody again? Now, this would technically retcon Naminé, but it doesn't. Because guess what? People would say it would, but it doesn't. Naminé has the potential to control Sora's memories and control his heart. remember what Marluxia said. Marluxia said to erase all of Sora's memories. Naminé got upset because if she was to do that, it would destroy Sora's heart, which would be problematic. So that means that if that is possible, that means Naminé's abilities to control memories always existed in Kingdom Hearts because of what Master Xehanort did to Kairi, which is pretty interesting. Which means that all this time we all believed that Master Xehanort and Kairi had nothing in common, but actually they did from the very beginning, which is why Xemnas always captured Kairi. Now, I know a lot of people could say that's just a way for Nomura to fix all of the things he's done to make Kairi look like a useless character, which could be true. But the thing here is that let's not look at it as that. Let's look at it as a build-up. Let's look at it as a factor of what if he actually was thinking about this from the beginning, which he probably wasn't, but let's say he was. That means that Kairi actually has the most important part in this entire saga now. That means that this could make Kairi not just more important and more impactful, we could learn more from Xehanort, we could learn more of what his reasons were, and how he learned these things, which would also help Sora and Riku and help them in their endeavors, which means it would make it so they're more impactful into the story, and then Aqua will be able to use her teachings that she learned to make sure that Kairi becomes stronger, and also maybe they could have a connection between what he was doing in Terra's body even more if Terra was able to remember what was happening inside of his body when Master Xehanort was in control of it. It could push so much more further towards everything happening. Now, Kairi is a princess of heart, so I don't think she ever be able to be possessed by darkness, but I do think it's possible. If Master Xehanort is able to live in someone's memories to, let's say, stay alive technically, it's pretty interesting because it's the same thing for Ansem. Ansem's dead, but not really dead, due to the fact, well, if Riku was to die, Ansem would come back. Or Riku could just awaken Ansem's power again inside of him, which would bring Ansem back to life. Out of all of the original members, Xemnas is the only one that wouldn't come back. So if we sit here and use our inner eye to try to think about many things Nomura could do to make this story more impactful, I can promise you there's many ways. Which means maybe there are more ways for Xehanort to be used in the story. Because I know everyone said this is the end of the Xehanort saga. Everyone said it was the end of the Xehanort saga during Remind. Not really. Because, to tell you the honest truth, Master Xehanort has done too much in Kingdom Hearts to make it actually be the end of the Xehanort saga. To be honest with you, the game will probably always have Master Xehanort in it. Due to the fact of all the stuff he's accomplished. So technically it will never be the end of Master Xehanort. But the only pushback I have towards this for myself is that would this cause issues with other people? Would people really like Kairi interacting with Xehanort to learn information? Probably not. Due to the fact that Xehanort is a bad guy, people are probably tired of seeing him by now. But I think it would be actually very cool because it would give so much more for them to do in the story. And it would make me happy because I want Kairi to achieve more. And I want Sora and Riku to have Kairi beside them in battle. And even if Kairi's not there to fight and she's just using her memories just to get information from Xehanort, that would make me happy. Because it's cool. It's cool to see. And I'm happy that she's going to be trained by Aqua. So in this Xehanort theory, like we explained today, if Master Xehanort can be talked to in Kairi's memories, could he help Kairi against the Foretellers if they do attack? I think yes. I think that if she was able to persuade him, I think that she could learn things. Which is technically Xehanort could be a teacher to her. Very interesting, but also very probably far-fetched. But yes. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.